African safari and may include animal kills and carcasses. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to another sunset safari. And you are live with us here in the Sabi Sands, and we are at Djuma. We're here at Gowrie Dam. It is myself, Eric, and Panda behind the camera, and this afternoon we are going to head out to see just exactly what it is that we can find for you. Now, we're not alone out here this afternoon. There's Cedric and Mpho also out on Mossy, and then later Andrew and Morgan will join us on this sunrise safari. So welcome everybody. We've got some catfish that are, I don't know what's going on here. It looks like this has become one massive swamp of just mud and muddy water. I actually want to go to the water's edge and see just exactly if I can see how much. Oh my goodness, it's pretty much close to nothing, but there's like a very thick surface. You can see there's a lot of debris inside the dam itself, and this is obviously from when elephants and rhinos, and mostly just actually elephants because it's broken sticks, have defecated in here, obviously, and a lot of that has actually come apart, and it's actually quite kind of congregated in the center there, just off to where those fish are. There's obviously other fish in this water as well, like tilapia. I don't think there'll be anything other than these catfish and tilapia. Oh, there's elephants. I can hear there's elephants close by. Now, we are live. This is a live and interactive show, and we'd like to hear some comments and some questions from your side. So if you find something that you'd like to know more about, please do get in touch with us. And you can do so by, if you're watching from YouTube, there's a comment section underneath the live stream where you can get involved in the conversation, as well as you can use the hashtag #WildEarthTag on Twitter. That always works. As well as if you are watching from our app, you can also register to make some comments, ask some questions. Now, these fish, obviously, it's getting, you know, almost to the heart. I wouldn't say the heart of summer, but it is starting to heat up quite a bit here, and we haven't had a good amount of rain. Pizza man, indeed. This is enough to make sure. I don't know if I've ever seen so many fish congregated together there in such little amount of water. This is definitely a new for me, but it's pretty cool to actually see. Some of these fish look like they're actually lying a little bit dormant. They seem to be mingling in amongst each other. Oh my goodness, lots of bubbling, and that's potentially them just dislodging a lot of mud underneath them. Ruby Emerald, hello and welcome. Yes, and I'm here with the Glister Glamour, Panda the Brilliant. And sure, when I say where these catfish are, it's not water anymore. That's not water, that's mud. It is just mud. I can see like this. When you're in water and you come out of, say, for instance, dirty water, they will see that there's like a little bit of dirt in the water. When you come out, it instantly comes off, and you can still see maybe your skin or little hairs. If you were to, you know, put your foot in that or put your leg in that or your arm, you will not see any flesh when you remove your hand or your foot out whatever that solution is, when you remove it from there, there is no chance of you seeing flesh. It will all be covered in mud, like a chocolate dipped hand or chocolate dipped foot. We've got lots of chocolate snakes, not chocolate snakes, chocolate fish here. Although some of these fish look like snakes, the way that they're slithering in throughout the water. Very, very interesting. I think a lot of the bubbling is them also trying to breathe a little bit, and that's breathing in a lot of air plus oxygen in the water. I don't think there's lots of oxygen in the water. Anyway, we're going to send you over to Cedric to say good afternoon.
Thank you, Eric, and yes, what a way to start this afternoon, Saturday, Catterday, sunset safari with a beautiful male giraffe in the distance. As you can see, he is just enjoying some of the nice fresh leaves that's closer to the dam area. Well, a very good afternoon to everybody. My name is Cedric, and behind the camera with me we've got Muscles and Paul. And well, we are definitely looking forward to this afternoon's sunset safari. I'm actually sitting over here at Divisive Dam at the moment. As you can see behind us, we're pretty much using the shade of the combretum tree. But yeah, for the time being, I think the giraffe might even use one or two of the other trees as well for a little bit of shade for such a hot afternoon. You never know. Alright, looks like he's decided to move off instead of coming down to the dam maybe for a drink. Unless he's already been to the dam for a drink, he has decided to mosey on up one of the roads. But yeah, the plan for this afternoon, I'm on the northeastern corner of Djuma, and I'm thinking just going to try and do a little bit of scratch around here. And then from here we're going to head on the eastern boundary towards Chitwa side. We're going to go see, just going to go onto Chitwa for a little bit to see what's happening there. So that is my plan of action. That's if we do not pick up on any tracks around this side. But yeah, we shall see. Darkmane, a lover, good afternoon. Paul and myself say a very good afternoon to you too. Thank you for joining us as always. And we are sitting right on the western side and south of the dam wall, as you can see, of Divisive Dam. And we're trying to just stay nice and cool in this little shady spot, like the only shady spot around here. I'm just really hoping maybe there's going to be something that's going to come down here. I saw on Dam Cam that there was a whole lot of marabou stalks that was on at Gowrie Dam during the day. That is wonderful. I was really hoping that they were going to stay there until our drive started, but it seems like they all disappeared. So Nadine is also quite surprised that there was marabou stalks on Dam Cam, as I just mentioned now. Yes, Nadine, there was about 4 or 5 of them on Dam Cam. So I don't know. What a lovely afternoon. And of course Nadine has seen them already during the day, live at the waterhole. But I'm just glad that this dam is holding a little bit of water like this at the moment. I think I've pretty much said from the beginning, this is the dam that's going to be like the last one to dry up. It seems like water is going down, of course, but it's not going down quickly. Peace to you. Yes, Saturday cat today, and I'm hoping for some cats this morning. We were a little bit unsuccessful with finding any predators around here, but I'm hoping this afternoon brings us some more luck. I've got a good feeling about this afternoon. As I said, I will go towards the northeastern corner, right to the top of that side, just to start from there and then work down on the eastern boundary.
Wild Earth and BirdLife South Africa are inviting you to join us on a 6-day birding tour to Valgevonden Private Game Reserve.
We have just had our efforts paid off.
Hosted by the world-famous birder John Kinghorn, who is a leader in the global conservation charity BirdLife South Africa.
And what a morning we have had.
This cannot be missed. Book your spot now and help protect BirdLife.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
We have some exciting news for our Wild Earth travelers. Book a trip to any of our locations through Wild Earth Travel and you'll get an exclusive dinner with one of our expert guides. Imagine dining under the stars and sharing stories with your favorite Wild Earth presenter. It's the perfect bonus to your dream safari. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Nice females. Nice female to the right, that's probably the mom. Elaine, perfect timing. Yeah, that was perfect timing. Wow. Wow. I think if we had to sit there for like another 10 seconds, they would have actually surprised us coming around the vehicle. I would have got a fright. I really would have got a fright. We did not even hear them coming. That just shows you. Very silent walkers with those pads at the bottom of their feet. It's not like a T-Rex where you'll hear this thump, thump, thump. They're very silent. Glenn, what a way to start. Yes, Glenn, definitely a great way to start. Look at this one playing. Using the trunks like, Mom, watch, I'm going to splash around a little bit. I'm hoping that maybe they go for a little bit of a swim. That'll be nice. That one's already splashing itself with all the water. Oh, there we go. Keep nice and cool. On a hot day like this, I would be in this dam. I would be swimming. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Well, I'll think twice about it now because there's elephants and there's funny things in the water, but yeah, I knew it was safe. No, there's funny things in this water. You never know. Never know. I don't trust Buffelshoek Dam. Yeah, they're all getting in the water, splashing themselves now. Splashing themselves behind the ears, on the side of their body. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Stay for a little bit longer, please, elephants. No, Erica, I think we're going through a very dry spell at the moment. Our previous summer, previous summer was very low rainfall. Coming to this winter that just passed as well, no rainfall at all, and coming already into our summer, and still hardly any rain. So it's a long spell without any substantial rainfall. A little bit of thunder showers here and there, but we need something really proper, like for a good 2-3 days of a downpour, where it's really going to start kind of affecting these dams in a positive way. Oh, look at that. All having a good old swim, a little bit of a pool party in the corner there. That's nice. Even try and get to some of the mud. You can see sometimes with a trunk they're trying to dig right to the bottom and pick up all the nice sloppy mud, and then try and chuck that against his side as well. So that's for later on, once they start moving around. It's going to keep them so nice and cool and protect their skin from the sun. Milo, body temperature of elephant. I don't know, isn't it like 42, 43 degrees Celsius? I don't know. Nadine, what? Nadine is for Gaza 5000, so she knows a lot of those things. So I'm just waiting to see if I can get an answer there. 42? Or is it higher? Yes, Nadine, I'll believe so that they're much cooler now because they're in the water, but what is it in general, Nadine? 45-ish. 45. Oh, 35. Oh, 35. Oh, 35. Oh, so pretty much the same. Oh, same as us. Alright. I think lions are like about 42. So 35 degrees Celsius. But very on hot days as well. You know, it's pretty much sorry everybody, this Nadine is making a funny joke there. That's well, not a funny joke, just a joke, which is not funny. Anyway, so you'll find that the elephants flap their ears like that now. Now, big thing is here that to keep cool. So they've splashed a lot of water on the ears and behind the ears. And now while they're flapping like this, while they're busy flapping the ears like that, it's cooling that blood down even more so. You can see the big blood vessels in the ears. And once that blood circulates through the rest of the body, it cools the rest of the body down. So this is a perfect thing for them. Oh. The little one is having a problem there. Oh, it wants to lie down. Oh, he wants to lie down. Others must just move. I want to see the little one. Thank you. Hillary, they can. Apparently, they said that they've actually seen elephants in the sea before, pretty much floating around. I can't remember where it was, but I read an article about an elephant, or not elephant, elephants, that was going through a pass like this big channel, and well, the only way they're going to get through there was they're going to swim. So there's a little muggy here, a midgie, that is midging here. Move. Thank you. Those are very buoyant. You can imagine all the gases inside there. You can see many times those are bloated, and that's sometimes when you find elephants swimming in these big dams and that, they're almost like they kind of pop up sideways. But I don't think they can do great distances when it comes to swimming, not at all. Oh, I see they're throwing some sand on them now. Wet bodies, throw some sand on, create a bit of a paste like mud, and it just sticks to their body for much longer, keeps them cooler for longer. There they go. As quick as the elephantas arrived, as quick as they are disappearing. Bye. But it was always nice. So we got a perfect spot here. So once again, I've got a little a zezifus here, buffalo thorn. That's pretty much cast a lovely shadow here, some shade for Mpo and myself. So we actually had a perfect little spot here. But yeah, lovely. All right, well, I think while we're going to sit here for a little bit longer, well, maybe we get surprised by something else. I think let's head over to Andrew in Amakhala as, yeah, let's see what he has found down there in the Eastern Cape.
Thanks very much, Cedric. You are spot on there, 100%. It is so windy this afternoon. Hello everybody, welcome to Amakhala Game Reserve here in the Eastern Cape. Hope you're all well and that you are warm enough where you are. We are freezing. My name's Andrew, by the way, and that's Mr. Morgan. He's behind the camera. And we're starting off with some ostriches. That is cool, isn't it? Darcy Miller's favorite animal. I would say, Darcy, I hope that you are watching, but I know that you are watching. So there are 5 ostriches for you. Right, so what's our plan this afternoon? We've got quite a nice plan. We want to head down to an area called Vredeland, and for many of you that used to watch during the time of Escape to Nature, remember we used to go and watch some secretary birds. Alright, so we're going to head off to that area called Vredeland. We're going to see if the secretary bird nest is active this afternoon or at the moment. And yeah, it's my last drive this afternoon. Steve will be taking over from tomorrow morning. So yeah, we want to see something different. Yesterday, throughout the whole day was incredible. Just the things that we saw. You never managed to join us. Yesterday we saw a grand total, between the 2 drives, we saw a grand total of 7 cheetah between the 2 drives, and then a pride of lions in the area called Amma North. Wow, this wind, it's going to be very difficult to shelter myself from this wind. I hope it's not sounding too bad on the microphone, but anyway, let's keep an eye on these ostrich. They're on the move. Maureen, thank you for that, and happy Cat Saturday to yourself as well. Yeah, no, most definitely. We had Feline Friday yesterday, and we smashed it out the park. Who knows what today holds, eh?
Back by popular demand, join Danielle Carstens on a photographic safari to Mashatu, Botswana. Spend a night under the stars in our exclusive sleep-out hide, immersing yourself in the wild. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Book now and capture the magic of Mashatu. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
At Peridot Optics, we're enthusiasts, explorers, and advocates for unparalleled visual experiences. Our journey is a passion for the outdoors and a commitment to enhancing how you see the world by providing cutting-edge sporting optics personalized for you, your lodge, your business, or your best friend.
Use the promo code seen on screen at the checkout to get your discount today.
We are committed to creating high-quality optical products that deliver clear, immersive views, fostering a deeper connection with nature.
Ever dreamt of joining our crew on a live safari? Now's your chance. Book a trip to one of our incredible locations through Wild Earth Travel, and you'll have the exclusive option to join our crew on a live safari. Experience the thrill of real-time wildlife adventures and see what happens behind the scenes. Book now at wildearth.travel and be part of the action. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
There's an alley. Let's try and find a nice viewing point of this alley. Oh no. Vianney, no. That's one of the poos you can touch. One of the poos you shouldn't touch. Where can one actually find one of those? Just want to sneak in here. The next, oh my goodness, where did he come from? Doesn't matter. The next big poo I find, or the one that you shouldn't touch, I pointed out, and we'll talk about it. Most of the ones you shouldn't touch, I think I said yesterday, look like dog poo or cat poo or owl poo actually. If it looks like that, don't touch it. Don't touch it. But quite often you'll find these. If you find lots of little balls, or they look like little peas or little tic tacs, then most likely that will come from an antelope. Sitting at this treehouse dam, we've got a very big elephant. Oh, I wouldn't say a very big elephant, but this elephant's got big tusks. Elephants, it depends, I think, primarily on the type of day that it is. Like a hot day compared to a cold, rainy day. Not going to drink very much if it's quite cool, but on days like this, you'll see them drinking majority of what they'll be filling their tanks to their full capacity. So an elephant like that next to those Inyala, I'd say about 120 liters, 100 liters, yeah. And then that big boy that we were looking at, he'll probably drink maybe about 130 liters, 140 liters. In that trunk, they generally can fit in between 10 to 15 liters of water. It depends on how big the trunk is and how big the elephant is. Obviously, if it's a baby elephant, there's not going to fit 10 liters of water, and it might only fit like 4 or 5. No, not even. Like some of the babies we've seen have only been able to put like 500 mils to a liter. That as they get bigger and bigger and their trunk gets bigger and bigger, it does become a little bit easier. Now this is a dam that's got a fair bit of water. It's also got a bit of depth to it. However, it's not the nicest looking water, but these elephants are making do with it. It's very green. There's like an excess amount of algae inside here. But the important part is that it's still water and that it's cooling.
Why does elephant poo has much vegetation?
Say again?
elephant droppings, there's much vegetation in it.
Ah, so the reason why you see there's lots of sticks and leaves and all sorts, bits and bobs within elephant poo is because that's what they tend to eat. Eat a lot of branches, sticks, twigs, leaves, anything on a tree.
Good afternoon, stations. Anybody mobile on Juma?
Pretty much anything on a tree they will consume. Oh, there's a fly around me. Big fly. It's making his way here. I'd come say hello, but you wait. So dry yourself off before you come all the way this side. What are you gonna go do to that boy there? Look like you are to go instigate trouble. Down on a hill, they breathe through both. Just like us. They breathe through their noses, or their trunks, and their mouths. You can see this bull's looking at him now. Testing the waters. Literally. Testing the water there. They look like bulls that could be within like 3 or 4 years apart from each other. It's just only the one on the far side or the one on the right hand side. He's got some really good genes because he's got long tusks. I'd say he's maybe about 4 or 5 years just older. Older than that young boy. I think this is the guy that we saw the other day at Chitwa. I think all in all there's about four elephants here. Another 2 that are just off screen, sort of close to the Mulwati. The Mulwati is on our left hand side of this dam. When I send you over to Amakala, where they are viewing some buffalo.
All right, thanks very much, Eric. Quite right. So we've managed to come across a herd of Cape buffalo crossing the road and going into the bush here. I hope, the wind is not so much howling in the microphone now. I've got my map right against my head to make sure that it's buried a little bit. I'm sure Nadine will let me know if it's all right. Nice. Where are these buffaloes off to? I see some of them are heading sort of behind us, and then these ones are heading to the north. Maybe they're just spreading themselves out to feed. I'm not sure what their plan is. And they probably just come from the water, not too far from one of the lodges. Alright, nice successful group this. I'm seeing lots of youngsters, different age groups. So they're doing very well considering, you know, there's quite a strong pride of lion that occur here in Amakala. I don't know if the 3 amigos would ever try and go for a baby buffalo. I mean, if the opportunity arises, then they would definitely do it. But to get past a herd like this, that is taking real risks. Sometimes not worth the reward. Yeah, they're all looking very fit, very healthy, well fed, well watered as well, I'm sure. Ah, thanks for that, ladybug. Yeah, it's nice that we came across them. We weren't even expecting to see them, and I was sort of squinting my eyes on this road because the wind is just pummeling both of us, myself and Morgan. And then the next thing I saw on the side is a whole herd of buffalo. We almost actually drove past them. And that can happen sometimes. If you're not paying attention and you're driving like you're watching TV, that's not good, because you're going to miss animals on the sides. Yeah, they have been hanging around. We've seen them here before a couple of days ago. So, I mean, water is scarce at the moment. So, yeah, the nearest place for them is going to be around Hlosi Lodge, Leeuwenbush Pan. Yeah, there's trickles of water going through, nothing major. And then further to the west, that pan is also dry. And of course, the Bushman's River has been dry for many years. So, yeah, they're going to probably hang around this area for some time. And they can traverse back to the water when they're thirsty. Alright, some of them are looking ginormous. Yeah, they weigh about 900 kilograms. It's quite a heavy animal. When you think of eland, some of them also weigh between 700 and 900 kilograms as well. And eland is the largest antelope in Africa. These are bovines, and we expect bovine-like animals to be large. And they are large, very formidable animals, very tough animals as well. You know, often we think of diseases as a bad thing, because buffaloes are natural carriers of quite a number of different diseases. That's their function. They must carry disease. That's how Mother Nature intended it to be. And often we think it's a bad thing, but diseases in the nature can actually be quite a good thing. It can control the population of other animals and just maintain a balance in the system, because everything you see out here essentially is a delicate balance. Kim, some of them are brown. The younger ones are browns. The other ones, the older ones, they become black in color, especially the bulls. And then sometimes it's just only driving past us. So yeah, and then some of them are, you know, they do mud wallowing and so on, and they get covered in mud. So those are probably some of the colors that you're seeing. They've just disappeared behind some of the bushes. All right, I think our best bet is to start up, and we're going to carry on. Join me, Andrew Wistenholm, for an indescribable 6-night stay in the beautiful Albany of the Eastern Cape at Amakhala Game Reserve. Now, this trip is going to be action-packed with a lot of storytelling, adventure, as well as the opportunity to make everlasting memories. We'll be exploring the best of Amakhala by staying at 2 luxury lodges, which will be the perfect blend of comfort as well as wilderness. Book your spot today, and let's get ready to explore the wild beauty of Amakhala.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos, and help us to connect people to nature.
Join the Wild Earth Explorers program and connect with a community passionate about wildlife. Support our mission to share authentic wildlife experiences with the world. Your monthly contribution helps provide schools and children access to kids' safaris, fostering a love for nature in the next generation. Embrace the wonders of the bush and make a difference today. Wild Earth, connecting with nature. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Wild Earth Travel's newsletter is your passport to a magical journey. Explore exclusive travel options featuring special offers at stunning Wild Earth locations and all hosted by your favorite presenters. Don't miss out. Head over to our website and subscribe to the Wild Earth Travel newsletter today and stay in the know on all our unforgettable adventures. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
We're still sitting here with our lovely, lovely elephants. And some of these boys have had a little bit of a tussle with each other, but nothing these boys aren't used to. There's all different sizes of ellies here. There's one small one, or I'd say one medium-sized one, and there's a medium large, and then there's two large. There's a giraffe. I knew that there was giraffe somewhere around here. I'm just kind of looking around in our surroundings. And we can see there's a big male giraffe there. This is what I'm talking about when I say, you know, the trees here tower. They tower over the giraffe. And that's something that I'm not used to seeing, but will happily see. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool. And that's not a small giraffe either. Goodness gracious. It's a big boy. So hopefully if we sit here patiently, he might even come and have a drink. Australian elephants have lots of hair on their tails. It's just one of those. It's one of the things. It's a fly swatter. That's why tails are very, very hairy. That's a new bird. I haven't heard a bird make that noise before. But yeah, it's the same with giraffe, the same with zebra, even lions sometimes, although their hair is not very, very long on their tails. Just heard some interesting noises come from that drainage line area. Now I'm seeing that giraffe is investigating quite a bit there. See how he's looking down quite intently. I always get quite interested when I see giraffe looking like that. You gotta ask the question, what is there that he's staring at like that? It's not always predators, but usually predators get stared at like that by a giraffe. We're going to send you over to Cedric, who's made his way over to Chitwa.
Well, as I said, I was going to make our way to Chitwa, and here we are at one of the largest water bodies here in the northern Sabi Sands. A beautiful dam here just in front of Chitwa Lodge. And as always, hippos here, there's guinea fowl, there's Egyptian geese, a couple of swallows that's swallowing here, and then there's also some, there's a lot of blacksmith lapwings further up that side, all on the island. But yeah, a lot of, you can see the hippopotamus in the water, all those little black dots there. There's plenty of hippos here. So it's definitely one of the dams that they would love to stay at, because that's going to take a lot of dry seasons for this dam to pretty much be completely dry. It's going to take a lot. And there's also supposed to be 2 big crocodiles in this dam, but I cannot see them. I thought we might see them now because it's so hot. It would be perfect for them to sun. I'm standing outside here somewhere, but I don't see anything. They usually lie. There's usually the one that likes to lie on this island that you see now on screen. Sometimes that's the nicest to sit back here and listen out. Sierra Delta, one big lake. I don't know if we call this a lake. This is a dam. But I don't know. I think a lake is like larger. I think it's classified as like a larger water body compared to a dam, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. We've got Victoria Lake. Yeah, we've got lakes here in Africa. So I thought it might just be an American thing, but I guess not. So I guess it just depends on the size. So to us, this is definitely a dam. It's also lovely sitting on this dam wall here, just feeling this lovely breeze coming through, just keeping our eyes peeled. Maybe we get to see a pied kingfisher that we haven't seen for quite some time. There's usually a pied kingfisher that hangs around at this dam, but I haven't seen it for quite some time now. Ruby Emerald, yeah, there's always something happening at Chitwa. As I said, we can never go wrong with the hippos, yeah. There's always the hippos at the side, and then the guinea fowl that's running in the background there. We've got some helmeted guinea fowl, and then yeah, all coming down for some water, but very far. You just see like little black dots running in the background there, but it's very, very far. And you used to get quite a few African jacanas, yeah. African jacanas, but there used to be quite a few of them this side, especially when there was a lot of the water weeds around here. So it's easy for the African jacana to walk on top of the water weeds and actually feed off from there. But now, since the water weeds have disappeared, you don't see many African jacanas here anymore. It just shows you that the habitat is not right. These animals will disappear. But I'm hoping for Kachava and 2 cubs on this property this afternoon. You can imagine that, hey Paul? Kachava and 2 cubs. Oh my word. Shreyas, yeah, I can imagine. Well, a leopard or 2 or some hyenas this side for sure. That's why after the dam, we're going to start just moving around this side and just to see if we get lucky maybe with that leopardess and 2 cubs, which would be fantastic. Can you imagine that? Oh my word. I would be so stoked. I'll be over the moon. And we know that Marips as well, that young male leopard, he was moving down south towards Little Gari Chitwa side, and he usually loves hanging around behind the dam wall quite a bit, but yeah, we'll see what plays out.
Seven nights on safari during the magnificent green season. The rains have stopped, the land is emerald, and there are wild babies everywhere. Meet your favorite presenters.
This is amazing.
And create unforgettable memories on this once-in-a-lifetime adventure.
Thank you for coming along on this little adventure.
The Green Season Grand Tour, only with Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive. We are thrilled to announce our new exclusive feature for YouTube members and explorers. Join us live every Tuesday for our sunrise and sunset safaris. Experience Tawny Tuesday like never before with up-close encounters and breathtaking moments. Don't miss out. Become a YouTube member or explorer today and immerse yourself in the heart of the bush. See you Tuesday. Chatting around a fire is an ancient practice that has connected humanity for centuries, and we want to keep it alive in our modern age. As an explorer, you'll have access to intimate gatherings with our naturalists, fascinating guests, and experts where we share knowledge, insights, and stories around a crackling fire. Rediscover the power of connection. Sign up to be an explorer today and experience the magic of Wild Earth's fireside chats. We have some exciting news for our Wild Earth travelers. Book a trip to any of our locations through Wild Earth Travel and you'll get an exclusive dinner with one of our expert guides. Imagine dining under the stars and sharing stories with your favorite Wild Earth presenter. It's the perfect bonus to your dream safari. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Here, and another elephant has made his way down to the dam here, and here he's gonna come up towards us, maybe. You're gonna go in the water? Oh, do that. Do go in the water. Cover yourself in mud. He's not really doing it with a large amount of enthusiasm, you know. He's kind of doing it because he's like, oh, I hate doing this type of thing. I'm gonna have to do it anyway. And at least it's just multiple elephants that are joining us. It's quite nice. Very enjoyable, I must say. Always nice to spend time with lots of Ellies. I suppose he's just gonna probably spend quite a bit of the time bathing here. And then he'll move off, probably join the rest of the other gents that have made their way sort of not into the drainage line, but very close to the drainage line area. Why don't you go in there, man? Why go completely submerge yourself? Huh? Have a swim. They were sort of waiting for some hyena. Well, I was sort of expecting maybe some hyenas were going to come down the side. Maybe they were going to be here already. But I think because obviously the elephants are here, there'll be none of that hyena activity just yet. Maybe when they move there might be, but for the large majority of it, it's just the elephants here. And now we're going to have the giraffe slowly making his way down, obviously investigating first, seeing if it's a feasible decision to make. He's dropping his droppings there. What are you thinking? Thinking too hard. Hello, big boy. Atlas indeed. He's got beautiful, thick tusks he's got on him. This giraffe is like, no, I'm good, you know. That's fine. I'll just give you guys some space and then I'll come back later. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. I don't need to be here. Poor man. Seems the boys are on the move now. Oh, Marine. It's no big secret, I do love elephants. Oh, what happened there? A big exhale. And sounded like someone was a bit upset there. Oh, look at him reaching. Isn't that cool? Reach for it, big boy. Reach. I know you can get it. You know you can get it. Look what just come down to the water. I'm like, I could have sworn I heard something just got into the water here. What is that? This hyena snuck his way in here. Her way. You jumped the queue here. It's supposed to be the giraffe next, then you, not... Suppose out here there's no booking spots. First come, first serve. Don't worry, it's just some elephants in the background there. You got nothing to worry about. Are the rest of you going to join us this afternoon at all? Maybe? Not? Yes? No? It'd be nice if we could see some more of you, yes? As I've come to find out, this is typical hyena behavior. Oh, Kate, this hyena really came out of nowhere. Like I said, when I said I heard this noise, what are you staring at so intently there? Is there like is there something there? Canadians just told her that this is Impilo or Mpilo. But, she also said that she'd like to see it, a spotted hyena fishing. I think the best spot for that is Gari Dam. It would be the best spot to do some fishing at the moment. Oh, Elizabeth, this is, I think it's a terrapin. This hyena is staring at. I'm going to look through my binoculars and see. Maybe I can tell. I don't think it's actually anything. It's a floating elephant ball. That's all that it is. And just a reaction that looks a little bit kind of like, oh, even the giraffe's like, whoa, what's going on? Interesting things going on by this dam here. This giraffe doesn't know if it wants to drink water yet or not. Trying to figure out, is it safe to drink water while this this spotty dog is here next to me? Safe for a drink of water. Lynn, I'm glad that it's nice and calming for you. It's exactly what we want it to be. We want it to be special. We want it to be that that special time of the day that you want to tune in. You want to come enjoy some of the animals.
Can I come and join you there? Can you come with those come for me, buddy? For see them, yeah, you're gonna tell them, yeah, yesterday they got a go, man, you're gonna tell them. I'll try my guess. Mama doesn't come for me with you. What was I'm in two coming? Yeah, they come me, yeah.
Just a little stretch and a lie down.
Shortcut. Yeah, you're gonna tell them. So the Galago pen is that the house, that pen, the concrete pen at the back of the house there.
Hello.
Something where?
Pillow. You beautiful.
Yeah, we share them there by the clearing
Beautiful little hyena. All the red bulldog speakers are following that poor giraffe. As the giraffe leaves this pan. Well, not this pan, this dam. The soil is nice and cool in that part of the part of this dam, right next to the water, of course. So naturally, it's going to be nice and cool. Getting comfortable. Oh. Gonna maybe take a nap there. That's fine. Don't mind if we observe you while you catch a few winks.
Join Wild Earth presenter Amy Krantz for an unforgettable 5-night adventure at Mabula Private Game Reserve. This exclusive tour offers unique safaris, a magical hot air balloon ride, and the rare opportunity to participate in a rhino darting mission. If you want to make lifelong friends and memories, then this one's for you. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive. Join the Wild Earth YouTube superfan community and unlock a world of additional perks. Get exclusive early access or discounts to Wild Earth travel deals. Wear the best bush attire with merchandising discounts. Enjoy an interactive live monthly private safari. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience. Join the YouTube superfan community today. We have some exciting news. To celebrate our new safari location, Mabula Private Game Reserve, Wild Earth Travel is offering an exclusive special offer for our viewers only. Book a stay for 4 nights or more at any of the lodges on Mabula Private Game Reserve and enjoy an extra night absolutely free. Don't miss this limited time offer. Contact Wild Earth Travel today to claim your discount. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Welcome back to another episode of Destination Safari, a show that showcases luxury lodges, their conservation efforts, the wildlife experiences, the accommodation, and much more. We will be covering a lodge tucked away in a little valley surrounded by indigenous thicket that is Bukela Lodge.
Ever dreamt of joining our crew on a live safari? Now's your chance. Book a trip to one of our incredible locations through Wild Earth Travel, and you'll have the exclusive option to join our crew on a live safari. Experience the thrill of real-time wildlife adventures and see what happens behind the scenes. Book now at wildearth.travel and be part of the action. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
One of my missions, I'll keep my ears open all the time, and as soon as I hear something, I'm gonna, Morsi's gonna grow wings and we're gonna fly to this area. And she likes this blocks, but she likes the thickest of areas. Lee, do you know any of the animals have a good sleep? Yeah, all of them. They all sleep nicely. All close their eyes and dream about life. I don't think many animals go into a real deep sleep like us. I mean, some people go into a very deep sleep where all of a sudden there can be things knocking on the door and people walking around, and some people just don't wake up for that. I wake up, I'll wake up. I'm a very light sleeper. Oh, I'm a very light sleeper. So even if there's a wind and it's, you know, pushing a branch against the window or on the roof, I'll wake up for that. It's the only thing. I've got a very light sleeping pattern. But other animals, they're very light sleepers, always keeping the ears going all the time. Dogs, cats, impalas, all these wild animals. I don't think there's many things that'll go really into deep sleep like we do. Maybe, but I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm not a sleep expert at all. I barely can sleep myself, so I'll stick to that. Alrighty, let's Alright, let's head over to Andrew as he's on a mission for secretary birds.
Righty, thanks very much, Cedric. Yeah, we've made our way to Fredland, and essentially, yeah, if some of you remember back in the day, Escape to Nature, some of you might not be familiar with it. Basically, Escape to Nature was, it was like a 6-hour sort of experience where we used to find something cool and then stay with that animal or whatever it was for as long as we can while, you know, things were good. And myself and Morgan, we spent some time here at the secretary bird nest for, wow, just the amounts of hours altogether, I wouldn't be able to estimate, but it was a lot of hours. So where you're looking, sort of in the top of this bush, is a secretary bird nest. Doesn't seem to be active at the moment, but given when they do nest, which is supposed to be at this sort of around this time of the year, one of the pairs, they like to nest up over here. So lots of memories sort of come flooding back, and I'm sure for many of you that used to watch the Escape to Nature, lots of memories are flooding back for yourself as well. So let's take a moment and just breathe it in. Right, so I'm actually very surprised. We've only, in the last 4 days, we've only seen one secretary bird on Amakhala, myself and Morgan. I don't know if, you know, maybe they're not so active, I don't know, given this year, or maybe we haven't been in the right areas to see them. But yeah, I'm surprised that this nest isn't active. I was really hoping to come along here and find them back on the nest. Right, I could probably speak, a whole bunch of information about secretary birds, but I think I would like to explain the experience that we had with this particular group of secretary birds. What you got there, Morgan? Okay, just the landscape. All right, cool. And so it was very interesting because when you read the books about secretary birds, they describe secretary birds to be laying 2 eggs in a nest. Then the stronger chick is usually out competing the weaker chick. What we saw with this particular group that was in this nest was there were 3 chicks that were born, and all 3 chicks grew up together to the point of fledging, which took a total of about almost 9 or 10 weeks in total. And the one actually passed away during the fledging process. Ruby Emerald, shame, man. We actually saw one the other day. It was a very quick view, but I think the show had already wrapped up, so we couldn't show it to you then. But yeah, I mean, keep staying tuned to Wild Earth, because Steve is going to be taking over next. I'm sure if there's a nice view, Morgan will be very enthusiastic to show you the secretary bird. Right, and I just mentioned, so during the fledging process, that's when the one chick actually passed away. And then the 2 chicks after that were walking around, or fledglings were walking around with the adults. But then they became very nervous of us, and that's when we decided to end the story and leave it be. And we never came back to this nest, not with me at least. All right. But yeah, having a good look at one of the valleys here at Amakhala. That's the Lungkloof Valley, which heads straight to one of the open plains. And if you'd like to come to Amakhala and experience this beautiful wilderness, please do book a safari with me. It's in September next year, and group size is only going to be 6 people. All right, and during those 6 nights, we're going to be staying at 2 lodges, very nice ones. The one is going to be in the northern parts of Amma West, called Safari Lodge, if you want to give it a Google maybe. And then the other one is going to be in the far eastern side of the main reserve, called Bukela Lodge. And we'll spend 6 nights together. I'll be with you through the whole process and the whole stay. I'll host dinner with you, and I'll be with you on the game drives, and we can share stories. And I can tell you what, there's going to be a lot of storytelling during this experience, so that's something that you can definitely expect with me. So please do think about it, and if you'd like to book a safari with me, I am available for that time. And there's 6 slots for that private safari in September. All right, beautiful wilderness out here. It's very different up in this part of the reserve. It's more fynbos and grassland, which accommodates certain animals like red hartebeest. We see kudu up here as well, zebra, ostrich, as you know, secretary birds. And then as you go down that valley, sometimes we see elephants in that valley, and then popping out the other side, also herds of animals. And lots of changes over the time as well. Who knows where the lions will be at that time, or the cheetah, as they can move freely between Amakhala North and Amakhala West. Main Reserve. All right, so Cedric's still got a sleepy hyena, so let's go and join him and take a look at that.
Hyena's not really up to much. He seems to just be sitting there. Not sitting, lying down. Taking it all in. Enjoying the lovely cool that it's bringing. The temperature also dropping now, which is quite nice. It still says it's about like 34, 35. I definitely think it's definitely warm, but I don't think it's that warm. I think it's like 28, 29 now. why no one else has decided to join this lady down at the Twin Dams for a evening dip. One of the directors saying this hyena's got the perfect spot. She really does. She does have the perfect spot there. I would love to be lying where she's lying. What on earth is that? Where's my bird book? There seems to be a bird making its way to behind our hyena there. What do you look like? You a grey bird?
Would you like to see the awesome sight of Africa's biggest tuskers in the shadow of ancient Mount Kilimanjaro? Or a pride of 20 lions hunting in the grasslands of the Masai Mara? Join me, James Hendry, on the unique Kenyan adventure to Amboseli and the Mara. There are only 6 places on this unforgettable safari in May 2025. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Every guide in Africa has been on an endless quest for the ultimate bush wear. Until now. Rugged Wear has a huge range of amazing bush gear for every wild situation. In the midday heat, those chilly winter mornings, in the storms of summer. Rugged Wear has the bush kit for every wild occasion. Locally made in South Africa, crafted with precision, stitched with quality.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Wild Earth Travel's newsletter is your passport to a magical journey. Explore exclusive travel options featuring special offers at stunning Wild Earth locations and all hosted by your favorite presenters. Don't miss out. Head over to our website and subscribe to the Wild Earth Travel newsletter today and stay in the know on all our unforgettable adventures. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Another bird that I have not seen as such. It's just sitting at the top of that tree there. Where's my binoculars gone? Have I lost? They were here. They couldn't. Aha. This waterhole's definitely providing for us, that's for sure. That is for sure. What are you? Okay. Grey head. I've seen these parrots flying around. It's not the first time I'm seeing one. But yeah, I've seen them flying around over the course of the last few weeks. And been trying to figure out what it is, and they're so quick. They don't sit still for long. This is the brown. See, now I don't know. Eish. This could be a difficult one. If I look in the book, a couple of different. Okay, no, this is definitely the brown-headed parrot. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna wait here, and maybe this brown-headed parrot makes its way down to the water. In the meantime, I'm gonna send you over to Andrew.
Alright, so we got some nice stunning male kudus here. Actually counted 3 of them. Unfortunately the other 2 has disappeared, but we still got this one male that is browsing. Oh, did you hear the Coqui Franklin there in the background? That's nice. Coqui Franklin's calling there. Enjoying some nice young shoots coming through from that tree. It looks like a wattle to me. Yeah, an African weeping wattle that it's feeding from. A lot of these little trees here, a lot of the
We're still waiting here for our contestant to show up. It is taking a sweet time. And actually has flown away. Oh no, wait. Is it that there? It is there by the water's edge now. The little parrot. Very cool. Very pretty. And definitely a brown-headed parrot, you say, Puck. Yes. I was looking at all the other parrots, and none of them match the description of this particular parrot. Some of them have black and then yellow and sort of black backs going down, or they have completely just green bodies and all sorts. Okay, so now we're actually going to Andrew, not Cedric. We're sending you all the way to Amakhala.
Thanks very much, Eric. Enjoy your special moments with those spots hyenas. Yeah, we're having a special moment here as well. Check it out. We found, Morgan actually spotted it far in the distance. At least one secretary bird just walking the open plains here of Friedland. Looks like it's hunting. Yeah, you won't be, it's so far away right now that you would never hear the feet stamping on the ground. But as they're walking through the open areas, they actually make a little bit of noise while walking. They stamp their feet down and go, go, go. And then what happens is any rodents or any reptiles, snakes, they hear that coming, and it's almost as if they know exactly what it is, and they try and run, and that's usually the mistake that they make. And the secretary bird is very quick. It runs after them and then gives it a quick kick, which usually only takes one kick, and then either stuns or kills whatever it's after, and then they gobble it up or whole. And you think of the snakes they go for, like full-grown Cape Cobras, full-grown puff adders, and all it takes is one sharp kick in the base of the spine and the skull, and then whatever it is gets knocked totally unconscious or gets killed, and then it's just easy to gobble up. Alright, just gone behind that bush for now. Maybe it comes out the other side. Hey, thanks Maureen. Yeah, mission accomplished this afternoon. I mean, you can't be too fussy when it comes to these things. We were hoping to find them on the nest, but that would have been, the jackpot of it. But yeah, just to have it walking around, yeah, I'm really happy. It's probably one of the pairs that we saw raising the young, or it could also be one of the young that is a little bit older, but I doubt that, because I mean, this is the territory for those adults. I don't know what the situation is. Do they give some of the territory to their offspring that is now grown up, like leopards do, especially to female leopardesses and things like that? Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to answer that. I think it might be one of the adults from last time. Pangolins galore, that's it. And hopefully in this time sort of next year you'll be able to see it for yourself. I know that you're very keen to come out on the safari out here at Amakhala. So yeah, we'll spend a drive looking for them. We'll come up here and see if we can't get them, walking these open areas looking for some food or nesting. Who knows what they'll be doing then. But also, I mean, it was amazing to watch them at the nesting site the last time, because just the things that they were bringing back to the nest was incredible. It really was. I mean, in the daytime, multiple snakes, multiple rodents. While myself and Morgan were viewing, as far as I recall, we only saw them bring one big locust, so one arthropod. Oh, Sandy Franklin. It's pretty tall. I used to know this from, the last time when I was watching them. I did do a lot of research on them. I forget it now. Maybe have a Google there, but I'm going to guess. Have a Google and send a message through if I'm right. It's maybe about 1 meter tall. Maybe a little bit more. 1.2 meter tall. Thanks. Nadine's quicker than all of you. She's already fast on those fingertips. Thanks, Nadine. Who's the director on duty this afternoon. Great job there. So 1.3 meters tall. Yeah, it's tall, eh? That is, very meaningful for a bird, if you think about it. They're very impressive looking birds. Just everything about them, the way they fly, and their long legs go past their tails. So often in flight, you see these long legs going right past their tails. That's also impressive, with the large wingspan. And then when they're walking around the ground looking for rodents or reptiles, very, very impressive to watch them do that. When they run, it's also impressive. They just run, and before the prey knows it, the secretary bird is upon it. And as I say, this is a great environment for them. It's maybe not so much today because it's still windy, but this one seems to be still hunting. They're not too fazed by the weather. But yeah, being in an open environment, they can walk and walk and walk. They prefer to walk because it uses a lot of energy for them to fly, and they don't use thermals and things like that. They can fly high sometimes, not like vultures or anything, maybe about 30, 40 meters above the ground, sometimes a bit more. But it requires flapping of the wings, and that just uses too much energy. It's very expensive for them. So walking is the most ideal situation for them. And these open plains provides that quite nicely for them. And then, when they do decide to fly, they've got to have a run-up. And then when they land, they also need that, as they land, they need that sort of that run as well, just to slow down and add some brakes, some reverse thrust, if you will, and then slow down. And they can't just stop on a dime. So being in a bushy environment is going to be a bit, yeah, it's not gonna help for the way they're designed. The other thing that we saw during our time with the nest was the dribbling of water, because they don't like to nest too close to the water, but not too far either. So the adults regularly, daily, sometimes multiple times a day, go to the water, drink some water, and then return back to the nest, and then, you know, bring that all up for the chicks to drink. And then what I found very fascinating was when they returned back to the nest with mice, they didn't just come with one mouse in the mouth. They came with sometimes 2 or 3 in a bundle. And they would hold 3 mice all at once, and they would come and then drop it at the base of the nest. Ah, there it's just appearing again there. Just through the... Oh, it's just gone behind the bush again. So close to what looks like that road there. It might come out on the left side there. Ah, it's a waiting game, it really is. Alright, there it's popping out. When we look at the scientific name of this animal, I might be getting it switched around, but it's is it the Sagittarius serpentarius or something like that? The archer of snakes, and that's exactly what they are. I reckon snakes, oof, they've got very little chance of getting away when this bird is out and about and it's got its eyes on that snake. There's very little chance it's going to be able to slither away. And we know that the snakes in this environment can be very fast, especially Cape Cobras. Not so much the puff adders, but the Cape Cobras, they usually disappear very quickly, but not for the secretary bird.
Join Wild Earth presenter Amy Krantz for an unforgettable 5-night adventure at Mabulag Private Game Reserve. This exclusive tour offers unique safaris, a magical hot air balloon ride, and the rare opportunity to participate in a rhino darting mission. If you want to make lifelong friends and memories, then this one's for you. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive. Welcome to a new era of seamless travel. Enjoy a hassle-free ticket purchase system with an effortless check-in, offering unbeatable value and a variety of options. Redefine business travel with Africa's award-winning value-based airline. FastJet, value, choice, flexibility. We have some exciting news for our Wild Earth travelers. Book a trip to any of our locations through Wild Earth Travel and you'll get an exclusive dinner with one of our expert guides. Imagine dining under the stars and sharing stories with your favorite Wild Earth presenter. It's the perfect bonus to your dream safari. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Steve said to me when I saw him this afternoon, because he arrived already, he said to me, we love rain, and that's quite true. Without rainfall, what will be out here? It'd be nothing, and we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So although it might not be good for the live safaris, for the bigger picture, it's yeah, it's precious. Rain is precious, and rain is welcome anytime. Alright, just so cool to be up here. I'm just getting the flashbacks from last time, because we, like I said before, we spent ample times up here. And just to give you an idea, for those that weren't with us, myself and Morgan would spend about sometimes up to two and a half hours a day, or every second day, with the secretary birds up here, and over a very, very long time. So yeah, I'm sure you can see I'm in a very awkward place at the moment. I'm busy sheltering myself from the wind, so this is what I'm doing at the moment. Nice, you've got to make a plan when you're out here. It's all about making plans. Alright, good stuff. I'm really glad we came up here.
So we're still here with this spotted hyena, and she is just enjoying this lovely cool area, and we're enjoying it with her. Sun has sort of disappeared now, and the heat has not. It's still very, very warm. I think it's going to be a very warm evening tonight. I think we're going to have trouble sleeping. Oh no, that definitely does not look comfortable. I don't know about that one. I can see your back leg is sticking out there, and so I'm not judging. If you seem comfortable, if you look well, if you haven't moved now, it means that you are comfortable, and that's fine. Hyena hasn't really stirred for much. There hasn't really been much down the side. Hyenas usually tend to congregate themselves very closely amongst water and swamp areas. Those are areas where they usually are found throughout the day. So lying underneath bushes, obviously they regulate their temperature like most animals do, but swimming in water is generally how they do it. Oh, those elephants are not far, but an elephant not too long ago made a massive break on a bush. It was so loud, it was sort of like almost loud enough to be a gunshot. That's how loud it was. It wasn't too far away from us, and I'm trying to think, it must have been like a really, really dense wood to have broken and to make such a noise. Bless you. Seems that there's plenty of doves around here. You can hear them all. Oh, Sarah, I don't know, I'm rather jealous looking at this hyena. I might not be napping next to the dam, but I'd like to be lying there, enjoying the water, enjoying the cool water. obviously lots of bird action around the dam here, so that's obviously why the hyenas kind of stirred a little bit. It's heard a lot of green wood hoopoes at the moment. Well, not at the moment, earlier. They've been making a fair amount of noise. The Hlegabafazi, as we call them. Not too sure if that's a nickname for these greenwood hoopoes that is used up here, because I know it's Xhosa, and that's roughly translated to cackling woman. Logan, I don't think so. I think probably about half an hour or so, once it starts to get a little bit dark, I think that's when we are going to see this hyena moving off. And back to the den, where the others will most likely be. I was also expecting, like I said, thought we were going to have more coming our way. And it seems everybody else is doing their own thing. That's fine. That's fine. We have, we get the hyenas quite often down here, which is quite nice, and they spoil us quite a bit. The other day we had quite a few of them swimming in and around here and playing with each other. I think that was Monday. I think that was our non-live day. And just after we had done the On Safari show, we headed out to see if we could find Tlalamba, because that previous afternoon, that I think it was the Sunday. Yes, the Sunday. Tlalamba and Leluka had that little run in, because it was, I think, the whole of last weekend Leluka was just following Tlalamba around the place, and we wanted to see if maybe we could potentially see or find Tlalamba, but we were unable to find her. I'm going to send you over to Cedric, who's watching a beautiful sunset. I was under the impression the sun had disappeared.
Alright, we made our way off Chitwa. Not much happening on Chitwa this afternoon. I was really hoping for Kuchava, but no luck there. But we've just made our way onto the western side here. Maybe Nene Shudulu. Nene's not too far off from Djuma, just inside of Arathusa, that young male leopard, as well as the Pride of Lions that's just inside of Arathusa as well. But other than that, yeah, it's nice just to sit here and enjoy this beautiful sunset. But very interesting coloration that's coming here at the bottom. Almost feels like there's smoke, or there's a lot of smog in the air. It's creating that purple color, that purple haze, and then it goes through to a beautiful kind of a maroon, orange and yellow. Very interesting. That sun is going to set very shortly. Just sitting back here and just enjoying this moment, and just thinking about what a wonderful Saturday it has been. As always, weather-wise, some nice little animals around, and just being alive. to that sun disappearing very quickly. Give and take the next 2 minutes and that sun will be gone. Sarah from the UK, it does look like the tree's holding the sun. It does indeed.
Would you like to see the awesome sight of Africa's biggest tuskers in the shadow of ancient Mount Kilimanjaro? Or a pride of 20 lions hunting in the grasslands of the Masai Mara? Join me, James Hendry, on the unique Kenyan adventure to Amboseli and the Mara. There are only 6 places on this unforgettable safari in May 2025. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member today and unlock extras and bonuses, like ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in your safari without any interruption. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Join now to avoid missing out on these amazing benefits. Help us connect people to nature.
Join the Wild Earth Explorers program and connect with a community passionate about wildlife. Support our mission to share authentic wildlife experiences with the world. Your monthly contribution helps provide schools and children access to kids' safaris, fostering a love for nature in the next generation. Embrace the wonders of the bush and make a difference today. Wild Earth, connecting with nature. Ever dreamt of joining our crew on a live safari? Now's your chance. Book a trip to one of our incredible locations through Wild Earth Travel and you'll have the exclusive option to join our crew on a live safari. Experience the thrill of real-time wildlife adventures and see what happens behind the scenes. Book now at wildearth.travel and be part of the action. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
I love this time of the afternoon. The sun has just set now, it's starting to cool down, and you feel that all of a sudden that maybe our nocturnal animals will start getting a little bit more active. That's exactly why I want to come into this area and go a little bit further north, just to see maybe we get El Shadulu again, or Nene, or even some white-tailed mongoose running around somewhere on this open clearings. You know who I was thinking quite a bit about today? It was one of the leopards that used to hang around here for many years, and it was Tandi's sister. Now Tandi was Slalamba's mom, and I was thinking about Tandi's sister, or Shadow. So this area that we're in at the moment is pretty much used to be Shadow's territory, and what's interesting to me is that Shadulu's territory is practically exactly what Shadow's territory used to be. And I went through and actually looked at a photo of Shadow today, and that's actually kind of why I got my mind wrapped around that female, is that I looked at a photo of Shadow, and you won't be surprised on how close Shadow and Tandi look like. They're two sisters. They look almost identical. Of course the spot patterning is going to be different, but when it comes to the darkness, when it comes to the short snout, when it comes to the size, when it comes to the golden color of their coat, Shadow and Tandi were very, very close in all those aspects. And so yeah, just was thinking about shadow a lot, and I was thinking about how nice it would just be just to get we don't have many clips. I don't know if Wild Earth has got many sightings with shadow. Am I wrong or am I right here? Yeah, but Nadine, we'll just talk about shadow now. I'm just thinking now that I haven't seen many clips of shadow on Wild Earth, but we can take a look. I really want to go take a look back, man. If anybody has got any amazing moments that they experienced with Wild Earth viewing shadow, the leopardess, please share it with us. I would really like to see that, because as I said, I haven't seen many, and I've spent a lot of time with that female as well, just like Thandi. And shadow was also very fierce, also very grumpy female. I mean, my craziest sighting was with shadow and Sandile. We used to call Sandile Madiba. So Madiba, we actually called it Madiba, but then they changed the name. They said no, let's call it Sandile, and then his name was changed to Sandile. Anyway, and my craziest sighting is where we followed Shadow and Sandile's tracks going through one of the drainage lines there on Safari Arathusa, and all of a sudden tracks disappeared. My tracker Norman and myself got off the vehicle. Norman carried on walking up the road. I walked in front of the vehicle. I looked, I saw one track going in, so I decided just to walk in. I walked maybe about 50 meters in, and there was Shadow and Sandile lying under one of the bushes, and she came charging at me like this typical, like, you know, like this hopping, like she was bouncing. And when I saw that happening, I shouted, but I shouted, okay, it was very high pitch at that time. I don't know why. I think because of the because I got such a fright. It was very high pitched, and Shadow got such a fright, same as Sandile. They both got such a fright with me shouting like that. They turned and bolted the opposite direction so quickly out of the area that we could not relocate on them. They actually ended up coming onto Djuma. That's right, they came out onto Djuma because they just ran from us, from me, from my high-pitched scream. Anyway, so yeah, and I remember that moment with that beautiful leopardess, old Shadow. I wonder why they actually called her Shadow. That's another thing I'd like to know. Joshua, you said there was nice sightings with Ferguson and James. Ferguson? My man, let's go with Ferguson. Oh, okay, so Ferguson and James got great sightings with Shadow. Oh, that's fantastic. That is awesome. That's awesome. So, but I guess she didn't feature much on Wild Earth, did she? I'm sure she did, because she spent a lot of time here. Oh, okay, Tingana, not Barbara. Yeah, so not Barbara is Shadow's. Yeah, sorry, thank you. So they got a nice, apparently some screenshot about Shadow, Tingana, and not Barbara. I don't know, not Barbara. So not Barbara was her last daughter, I think. That was Shadow's last daughter before both of them just disappeared. The last was seen on the southern side of Shirley's towards a place called Our Father's Crossing. That is in the Manileti, very far. Not the Manileti Reserve, Manileti drainage line. And yeah, that was the last time. But I'll have to take a look. I'm sure Nadine will send me some information about not Barbara, but yeah. Anyway, let's head back to Eric.
This hyena has moved a little bit, and has actually moved into the water. Like I said, the heat has not died down. It is still present. This is, I don't know, I think this is one of the only days. No, it's not the only day. We've had I think in that first week that I was here, when there were those incredible temperatures, almost 40s. I think it was 40s. where, you know, we got to this time of the evening and we're like, cool, you know, the sun's gone, it should start to cool down. Nope, didn't. It was so hot that the surface of the earth kept the temperature from the heat of the day, and kept us sort of at that heat. So I don't blame this hyena for getting up from its little spot or little perch there and moving to another spot, which is actually in the water on some mud. Oh, very nice. Big yawn. Little stretch. Stretch. And, let me try and see if maybe if I can catch a few wings. Have a little look around in this area. But sleeping now, so that she can be up all night tonight. And I think, from what I heard, I think this morning those lions must have made a kill, sort of around Simambili, Arethusa area. I can't remember which, if it was Simambili or Arethusa, but I know it was that side. Elizabeth, she does look comfortable now. That's a comfortable look. So I suspect these hyenas are gonna potentially head in that direction. A little bit of grooming. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. That is disgusting. Enough of that. There are children watching this. No, stop. Oh my goodness. Grooming herself. Andre, yes, especially after sitting in this water, they might need to groom themselves, yes. There'll be all sorts living in this water. You'll want to be clean. They say spotted hyenas, obviously they are the largest of the hyena family, but they're highly intelligent, and their intelligence is something that could almost be matched to that of a primate's. We know exactly how clever primates are, sometimes too clever for their own good, especially in the case of baboons and vervet monkeys. Far, far too clever for their own good, and know how to break into rooms. Panda's room was broken into today. Mine was broken into. When was it? It was 2 days before Washi Waka, so it must have been Sunday, Monday, somewhere around there. So vervet monkeys got into my room. And they got into my tub of cream. I don't know if they were eating it or what the story, but I found it on my windowsill, and that's not where it's supposed to be. It was open. It's quite a big tub as well. So it's not like they can just run away with it. Yeah. But oh, very cool. Very clever animals, and I've got a very, very specific hierarchy system now. You see now, she stood out and she was like, must stay in the water. Yo, Izzy B, I also know a couple of people who are like that. In lockdown, that's what we were doing. I mean, there wasn't really much for us to do. Couldn't leave the house. We're not allowed to go to the beach. Pretty much sleep all day, party all night, make noise at night time. Nah, I didn't think that was a comfortable position there on your side. That looks comfortable. Might have some visitors maybe. I see her nose is in the air there. And she's sniffing. See, smelling. Oh. This is awesome. Can't get comfortable. Cover the whole body. I think she might just head from here. Yeah. Why are you coming all the way up to us here? I've got no food for you. Colin, indeed she is. And you can see that's our bull bar at the bottom of the screen there. She's very interested in us here. Very interested indeed. And there she goes. Say again? I thought that might be the story. It's so warm, I'd taken my shoes off. And these are new socks. Well, not new socks, these are clean socks. They were clean this morning. There's no way possible I could have sweated so much that they stink. And she's coming to investigate. I highly doubt it. But it could be both of us. I see Panda's also got some. So he's in his socks at the moment. Oh, there she goes. I don't think we're gonna follow her. I think we're just gonna let her do her thing, and I think we're gonna move on. I think we've been here for quite some time.
Would you like to see the awesome sight of Africa's biggest tuskers in the shadow of ancient Mount Kilimanjaro? Or a pride of 20 lions hunting in the grasslands of the Masai Mara? Join me, James Hendry, on the unique Kenyan adventure to Amboseli and the Mara. There are only 6 places on this unforgettable safari in May 2025. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
At Peridot Optics, we're enthusiasts, explorers, and advocates for unparalleled visual experiences. Our journey is a passion for the outdoors and a commitment to enhancing how you see the world by providing cutting-edge sporting optics personalized for you, your lodge, your business, or your best friend.
Use the promo code seen on screen at the checkout to get your discount today.
We are committed to creating high-quality optical products that deliver clear, immersive views, fostering a deeper connection with nature.
Chatting around the fire is an ancient practice that has connected humanity for centuries, and we want to keep it alive in our modern age. As an explorer, you'll have access to intimate gatherings with our naturalists, fascinating guests, and experts where we share knowledge, insights, and stories around a crackling fire. Rediscover the power of connection. Sign up to be an explorer today and experience the magic of Wild Earth's Fireside Chats. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Wild Earth Travel's newsletter is your passport to a magical journey. Explore exclusive travel options featuring special offers at stunning Wild Earth locations and all hosted by your favorite presenters. Don't miss out. Head over to our website and subscribe to the Wild Earth Travel newsletter today and stay in the know on all our unforgettable adventures. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Right, so I was just mentioning a little bit about, with Morgan having to be careful not to show the landmarks here. So you might find that his panning technique might be a little bit different to what it normally is on these moments, and rightfully so. I mean, we need to constantly, we've been given the privilege to show you these animals, but we also need to make sure that we're not going to put them in harm's way. And so we need to be careful not to give away their location by landmarks and things. Maybe many of you that you might not know where these landmarks are, but you never know. People may have come to Amakhala before, and you just never know. You don't always know people. And the sad truth is, in some of the game reserves, even here in the Eastern Cape, poaching syndicates have disguised themselves as paying tourists, and they go on safari, and they basically take data, take GPS points and things like that where potential rhinos are that they would want to poach. So that's why I'm saying you just never know people. There's a Glyn, very impressive horn. All the rhinos have got very impressive horns out here. And for a reserve like Amakhala, there's no need to dehorn because the anti-poaching unit, some of the guys who have been working here in the unit they've been working for Amakhala for a number of years. And sorry, I just want to duck my head a bit. Okay, we're just going to drop an ND filter quick. There we go. Thanks, Morgan. Yeah, so very dedicated team. And the anti-poachers usually get hired on the game reserve are friends of the current or recommendations of the current anti-poaching people from the reserve. So people that you want to bring in, you want to have recommendations that you can trust these people and so on. And then, of course, a very strict background check is going to be done on anybody that is hired to become an anti-poaching personnel. So it's people that we trust out here. Yeah, just behind the bush there. Let's give it a moment. They are steadily moving towards the other side of the bush, or at least one is. So let's give it a second or two. You just see the horn sticking out like a thorn from the branch there. Thorn horn. Beautiful. Look how sharp that horn is, eh? Wow. So what often happens is, when rhinos sharpen their horns, the tip becomes thinner and thinner. It's sharp, so it becomes thin and towards the tip, and then it basically sometimes even breaks off on the tip there. And then as it grows, they resharpen, then it breaks off a little bit. And so, generally speaking, and this is just a general rule, the rhinos with long horns are at a big advantage when fighting other bulls because their horn makes contact on their opponent first. But those times change when the horn gets sharpened and then the piece falls off and then regrows and so on and so on. So the horn length is never X amount of centimeters. It changes all the time. Yeah, I've always said to myself, if I ever find a rhino horn, in the bush, I'll let the necessary people know about the horn, but I want nothing to do with it because it could put a target on my back. Zet, looking very healthy. I'm glad you noticed that. Absolutely, look at that. A great condition. And yeah, so as many of you already know from the virtual safaris, in a place like Valgevonden and in the Waterberg, showing because of the conditions of the Sauervelds in the winter, the animals usually need to be supplement fed, depending from year to year on rainfall with Lucerne. And that helps with condition gaining and so on. But not here, not on Amakhala. They don't get supplement fed and they are constantly feeding themselves. Right, so we're not going to stay with those rhinos anymore because we will give away a landmark. But luckily, we do have a backup option. We're going to look at these impalas for now. Good work, Morgan. Right, 3 impala. No, I'm so busy looking at the monitor. Now I'm trying to find them with my eyes, and I don't know where they are. But it's all right. I'll look through the monitor anyway. Lambing season is coming closer and closer as the days go on. I don't know if they've predicted if there's been any predictions via polls as to when the lambs will be born. But we are heading closer and closer to it. Righty, so Cedric has found some elephants. Good for him. Let's head over to Djuma.
Thank you, Andrew. And we got some nice elephants. But there's a little one there. Oh, is it a little one or is it just me? Under the one on the right. It looks like a very small one, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's a very small one there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, and Paul. That is minute, everybody. Minute. This thing is so new. Oh, it can't even stand. Well, it's standing, but it's what? Look. Oh my word. This must have happened today. Hey? You see how she's protecting the little one? This is the smallest little one I've seen ever. I can't wait to see it. Move. I want to see a little baby. And see how they're protected. Look how they stand, these two females, eh? They're keeping that little one in the center. I'm trying to see where. Just waiting. Peace to you. Yo, this is a wow. I'm just trying to see if we can get another view on this baby. I don't want to move around too much. I'm just going to keep you very still and see. We're going to get another view here. I don't know, this female's doing funny. It must be this female, eh? Look at the back legs. Very wet. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it must be this female that said that maybe the one. What do you think, Paul?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's because of the baby. And I think so. I'm just. You can see she's just a little bit agitated in a way. But I'm not too sure. We'll take a look now. We'll work this all out once we can see that young one again. But she's doing funny things at the moment. Look what she's doing with her. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see she's even. That is interesting, eh? Can see the female is also trying to maybe clean herself up a bit. Because her behavior is very interesting, eh? Look at the back legs again. And that little one is just standing very, very still. A gestation of around about 22 months. So you can imagine a female being pregnant for 22 months. Ooh. He does it again with the back legs, eh, Paul? She keeps on stretching that her back legs out. And Gemma, it could be that maybe the afterbirth, very difficult to say at the moment, but it could very possible be the afterbirth. It almost seems like she's like a little bit irritated. You can see she's stretching and she's like picking things up. She's not eating. She's just like, oh. And look how they protect the young one. Once again, bum to bum. Come on. So when they're born at about 100 kilograms. So that's not heavy at all. 100 kgs for such a big animal, of course. They're getting to about 4.5 to 6 tons.
Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join Wild Earth presenter and expert safari guide Taylor McCurdy for an exclusive one-of-a-kind tour. Join her on a real African safari in both Zimbabwe and Botswana. Taylor's infectious energy, humor, and deep knowledge will make every moment unforgettable. Don't miss this incredible opportunity. Only 6 spots available. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Become a Wild Earth YouTube member and unlock exclusive bonuses and benefits. Enjoy uninterrupted, ad-free streams so you can stay immersed in nature. Have your burning questions answered first by me or other expert naturalists. Enjoy exclusive access to special broadcasts and videos. And help us to connect people to nature.
Welcome back to another episode of Destination Safari, a show that showcases luxury lodges, their conservation efforts, the wildlife experiences, the accommodation, and much more. We will be covering a lodge tucked away in a little valley surrounded by indigenous thicket that is Bukela Lodge.
We have some exciting news for our Wild Earth travelers. Book a trip to any of our locations through Wild Earth Travel and you'll get an exclusive dinner with one of our expert guides. Imagine dining under the stars and sharing stories with your favorite Wild Earth presenter. It's the perfect bonus to your dream safari. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
Yeah, that is born today. Definitely today. Look at that legs, those little back legs. Oh, don't fall down there, Mom. Oh, don't. Oh, you're taking me onto rough terrain. They're all coming to assist the little one. Look at all of them, all coming to assist. Don't worry, we didn't do anything. How caring are they? As soon as they feel that that little one might have been maybe a little bit off balance, they're all quickly rushed in there. Oh, man. Now the little one has to move with this whole herd. You can see how she's still stretching her legs there, I think, still a bit sore. So I think she's just still trying to feel a little bit more comfortable. But how protective that little one's in the middle between all of them. I'm sure they're all like so happy for the new addition to the family. Easy B, this is so fascinating. Wow, what a find for this afternoon. It might have been quiet, but coming across this now is perfect. I'm over the moon about this. This is brilliant. Absolutely adorable. Come on, little one, you gotta get up that way for the rest of the family. And they're going to be very patient with the little one. And this one's like, maybe that's auntie. Might be the auntie that, yep. No, that's not your mom. You're just going to suckle from the wrong lady there. You're suckling from the wrong lady there. And she's even putting her foot forward, but that's not the mother. Mom is just behind that youngster. Nicanova, yeah, what a brilliant sighting, eh? No, stick with us, Nadine. This is. Sorry, I'm just going to put the handbrake up quickly. No, stick with us. This is so fascinating. This little one is trying to suckle from this female, but that's not the mom. But she's just kind of, maybe just like a practice. Yeah, that's where you find the teat. Shiv, you say, congratulations, I'm an uncle. I'm an uncle. No. I'm not understanding. No, Shiv. I've got nothing to do with this. I'm just sitting and enjoying. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Nadine. There's a whole lot of others. I'm not part of the family, yeah. But anyway. Oh, I wonder where they're going to go with this little one. Maybe they go all the way to Gowrie Dam, because we're just north of Gowrie Dam. We're on Biffles of Cutline, but Gowrie Dam is just pretty much south from where we are. Looks like they want to go north. Oh, come on, you can climb up there. Come on, get up there. There we go. Strengthening those muscles. Oh, I'm not going to... it's going to be slow going for them tonight. But that's alright. But you can see, look at them. All helping, all assisting. Patience. He's still trying. Oh, see, this is one that's going to try and help now. It's like, come on, you can climb up this bank. Come on, little one. So you're going to try and push it up. Yep, there we go. Got the trunk around. Come on. Up you go. Come on. Oh, don't fall back. Oh. Alright, now they have to try and work out how they're going to get that little one up here now. The little one is now sitting on its bum. There's Mom. She's got him there. Mom's like, no. Oh, watch, she's using her front left leg there. Watch her. She's going to try and push with it. Or leg there. No, she's just using for sand. But she's helping. There we go, almost up. Oh, don't fall back. Sandy Franklin, yes, happy birthday to the little... Oh, it just came tumbling into the... came tumbling under Mom. Oi, oi, oi. She's like, no, this is not an easy spot to go up. Maybe we must change. Why don't we just throw sand on my body? Well done, Mommy. Trying to work out which way is she going to go now with this baby. These two, yeah, it's beautiful how they unite together as a family. It's absolutely fantastic. She's listening, she's got her head held up high. Sometimes, what? If I want to come this way, I might have to try and reverse. I'm just trying to see her body language here at the moment. Is she going to go up there? Or? No, she's going to go up. Oh! Ay, ay, ay. The little one's tired. Come on, little one, get up. I'm a little bit tired. Uppies. Sorry, Nadine, I'm just going to talk there very close to us here. I just want to keep it a little bit silent here. Oh, that one's following the wrong one there. Come on, Mummy. There we go. It might be a little bit of an easier way for that little one to get off the road. Sorry, Nadim, go again. So my earpiece is not in properly. There we go, it's in now. Wow. What a sighting. Okay, they moved on. Oh, what a sighting, everybody. That was magical. Absolutely. I've almost got tears in my eyes with that sighting. I mean, that's a kind of thing that gets me going. Yeah, I mean, honestly, something like that now, to view a mom with such a small calf, and just the assistance of the rest of the herd really looking after that young one and making sure that it is all safe and it is moving to where they want to go. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Wild Earth and BirdLife South Africa are inviting you to join us on a 6-day birding tour to Valgevonden Private Game Reserve.
We have just had our efforts paid off.
Hosted by the world-famous birder John Kinghorn, who is a leader in the global conservation charity BirdLife South Africa.
And what a morning we have had.
This cannot be missed. Book your spot now and help protect BirdLife. We are thrilled to announce our new exclusive feature for YouTube members and explorers. Join us live every Tuesday for our sunrise and sunset safaris. Experience Tawny Tuesday like never before, with up-close encounters and breathtaking moments. Don't miss out. Become a YouTube member or explorer today and immerse yourself in the heart of the bush. See you Tuesday.
We understand that not everybody has got spare pennies to rub together at the end of the month. We're introducing an initiative called Gift an Explorer.
So that those with lots of pennies can gift a Wild Earth Explorer access to those with fewer.
We're aiming for 250 gifts, but the more the merrier.
You can nominate a recipient or keep it anonymous.
It's a great way to share the Wild Earth mission with other nature lovers around the world.
Ever dreamt of joining our crew on a live safari? Now's your chance. Book a trip to one of our incredible locations through Wild Earth Travel, and you'll have the exclusive option to join our crew on a live safari. Experience the thrill of real-time wildlife adventures and see what happens behind the scenes. Book now at wildearth.travel and be part of the action. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
What on earth has been walking here? What is this? It's hyena. I don't know. Anything and everything is what we're looking for, really. Anything and everything. Any little surprises will go a long way. I know this time last night we were following lions who were potentially, we were potentially hoping they would snag themselves a buffalo while we were there watching them, but it's a little difficult. I think it is, it can be difficult to try and not interfere with these hunts. And I think with such a big herd of animals, it can be difficult. But they, kind of towards the end of the morning safari, not the morning, the evening safari last night, before we extended the time, you could kind of see that those lions sort of had those buffalo at bay. Nothing was happening. There wasn't really much movement. Nobody was going anywhere. And then there was that time where one of the buffaloes kind of charged after one of the females, and one of the females eventually kind of like turned around and almost went for one of the buffaloes and almost ankle tapped it, but she was just lucky enough to kind of be quite close to the rest of the herd. I think it was 2 other members stood forward, and the lion that was chasing after her kind of stopped. Cedric said it was only a matter of time. And lions are known to be patient. Known to be patient animals, and that's exactly what they were doing. They were just being patient, waiting for the right time. It's very difficult to catch buffalo when they're not moving, but when they start running, then it's a little different. Then, it would have been cool. It would have been cool to be able to have seen how that unfolded. The rest of the evening unfolded for those buffalo and for those lions. At the same time, we'll eventually see something like that. I'm sure of it. We just got to be patient now. This is where those blue wildebeest were yesterday morning after those lions attempted to chase them, and then I don't know when it was, but those lions must have walked themselves down across the road here. Oh, they didn't have to cross the road. The only road they would have had to cross was Twin Dams to go and try and ambush those buffalo, which didn't really work. Good to check trees at this time, and like I said, top of termite mounds, big termite mounds here, massive termite mounds. I think I've only seen one small one. Can't even remember where it was that I saw it, but I remember seeing this still like almost medium-sized termite mound. At home it would be a massive termite mound, but here it's just tiny. I think Dewey's already out. I see just a bit of scattered droppings on a bush there. It's generally what the hippo tend to do. The male hippo, they'll go and they'll with their tail, their small little tail, spray all their droppings all over the place, on top of bushes and all sorts. But we're gonna send you away to Amakala, see what's happening down there with Andrew and Morgan.
Right, so we're heading a little bit to the west now. We're slowly but surely heading back to our accommodation, and yeah, it is heading sort of towards the end of the sunset safari. So we thought, why not just take a nice look at this open landscape over here. Not too much happening here for now, but it is still nonetheless extremely beautiful. And yeah, so tomorrow I start to actually head home in the morning, so it's my opportunity just to take in the last of these beautiful landscapes of Amakala and the Eastern Cape. And I'll be heading down to, or up rather, to Mashatu on the 25th. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have another segment, so I'd like to say goodbye to you all now. Remember, Steve will be taking over from tomorrow morning, but you won't see me. And I just want to say thank you very much, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure being with you, and it always is a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully sometime next year. Alrighty, well, thanks again. Right, back to the landscapes. Yeah, there was a lot of cloud cover that blew in over, but with this wind it seems to have blown away. But as you know, weather changes on a moment's notice in the Eastern Cape, and especially on Amakala Game Reserve. They did predict rainfall for tomorrow. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. Yeah, so we'll just have to see what the Eastern Cape weather holds in the morning. You can't predict too much out here. Isn't it lovely, eh? And there's a dune thicket just on that hill over there. That is the dune thicket, and it extends, yeah, all the way from the east to the west. And it's quite a nice environment there. Oh, Cedric's got something fascinating in a tree, so let's go and join him.
Well, everybody, it's not a leopard, it's not leaves that's in this tree, it's a genet. Once again, we've got a beautiful genet that's sitting right, not right on top, but you'll see it moving there. There it is. You see the little eye shines, and it's busy doing something. I don't know. Unfortunately, it's very far for us. That's why we are very much, when it comes to the zoom, Paul's pretty much extended the zoom to the max at the moment. So yeah, that's, and as well with infrared light. But at least we can see the genet busy looking around there. It looked like it was grooming itself. And typical of genets as well, they love climbing trees. I also enjoy being in the crevices and in the holes of the trees. That's where they'll sleep during the day. What is that? Oh, it's a tail. Oh, I just wanted to say that came out. That was weird, eh? That was very interesting. There's the long tail. So now that's a large spotted genet. Jenna Jackson, Jive Bunny. Yes, Jenna Jackson. Yes, so Janet Jackson. No, what if it's a male? I'm sure this genet is getting ready to move around. Maybe this is a little den for the genet, never know. I'm trying to make out, how is it sitting here? It's like it's very strange.
Back by popular demand, join Danielle Carstens on a photographic safari to Mashatu, Botswana. Spend a night under the stars in our exclusive sleep-out hide, immersing yourself in the wild. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Book now and capture the magic of Mashatu. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive. Join the Wild Earth YouTube superfan community and unlock a world of additional perks. Get exclusive early access or discounts to Wild Earth travel deals. Wear the best bush attire with merchandising discounts. Enjoy an interactive live monthly private safari. Don't miss out on the ultimate fan experience. Join the YouTube superfan community today. Are you ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Wild Earth Travel's newsletter is your passport to a magical journey. Explore exclusive travel options featuring special offers at stunning Wild Earth locations and all hosted by your favorite presenters. Don't miss out. Head over to our website and subscribe to the Wild Earth Travel newsletter today and stay in the know on all our unforgettable adventures. Wild Earth Travel, where Africa comes alive.
October. Is it 5 months? Oh, is it? Then it's May. Is it May or June? It must be May then. Oh, now it is time for Lotus's amazing supper. Indeed, it is time. And a nice cup of coffee. That's what I feel like this evening. A nice hearty meal and a nice cup of coffee, but a strong cup of coffee. Wunderbar. Magnifique. Oh, what is that? It's like a scrubby that's almost running towards us. When did I say I'm going to eat Panda's vegetables from now on? There's no ways. There's no ways. I will never divert my diet from any meat source. Thank you. No, Nadine, sorry, Nadine's just making up stories now. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're right at camp, so I think we'll drive into camp and we'll go live going into the kitchen. We'll see what Lotus is up to. Oh, someone's burned food. Alright, so yeah, let's just sit and look at a bush. I wonder what's Eric up to. You see anything there, side Impala? Oh, there's Impala. Wonderful. Alright, so while we can try and get to, maybe we find something here very soon, but let's head over to Eric.
We haven't really seen anything that potentially could steal the show. Nothing just yet. I don't know what burnt food Cedric is smelling. It doesn't smell like, I can't smell any burnt food. I can smell food, can't smell any burnt food. Oh, big elephant was here. I went down to the water hole. I think those are the ellies that we potentially saw. Wildlife ladies, oh, it has been an amazing afternoon. Action packed. We've seen it hasn't been like the most exciting afternoon, but it's definitely been an interesting afternoon. I think with the heat, I think a lot of the animals are just took a lot of toll. And like I said, the heat didn't die down until, well, it's still very warm. You know, this is usually the temperature that we experience at round about 4:30, 5. No, 5:30, 6 o'clock, more or less. The temperature now, sheesh, it's not normally this hot. What is walking? Get off of me! All sorts of beetles and bugs and what? All attracted to the light. Some fowls over there. Big beetle, get off the car. Some passages we haven't necessarily invited on. Little steenbok over there. Oh. Very quiet, very. But we'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this sunset safari. We hope that you've all enjoyed it as much as we have, and will join us tomorrow morning as we head out again. We'll be heading out at 5:30 in the AM again for another 3 hours of safari, hoping that the animals come out for us. But until then, we hope that you enjoy the rest of this lovely Saturday evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend. We shall see you all tomorrow.